Gerry Campbell, known to most as Soupy, made his Canadian football debut with the Calgary Stampeders in 1966, where he played linebacker. Campbell was traded to the Ottawa Rough Riders in 1968, mid-season, where he remained until 1975. After the trade, the quote read, "A fun-loving, devil-may-care individual, Soupy is one of the most popular players in the dressing room." The Rough Riders owe a vote of thanks to the Stampeders. Campbell was one of the team captains of the Rough Riders and was the heart and soul of the defense, which was known as capital punishment. A tough middle linebacker with his legendary forearm, Campbell played in 3 Grey Cup games in Ottawa, 68, 69, and 73. This tough Rough Rider team won all 3 of these championships, an all-Canadian linebacker 7 times in the late 60s through the mid-70s with Ottawa. Teammate Bob McEwen suggests that Soupy is proof that tough and nice need not be mutually exclusive, even in professional football.
I had the privilege of playing with the Rough Riders alongside Soupy Campbell from 1971 to 1976. But before that, I was a kid growing up in Ottawa, one of the thousands who idolized Soupy. I can still see him now driving down Bank Street during football season in his yellow dune buggy with his stars and stripes visor and his muscle shirt. And there were thousands of us back then for whom Russ Jackson and Ronnie Stewart and Whit Tucker were larger-than-life heroes, but who wanted to be Soupy Campbell. If you were a 16-year-old kid in Ottawa back in the late 60s and early 70s, he was about as close to a rock and roll star as you ever saw.
On 2nd down and 5, Lancaster is bracketed by Joyner and Shirk. The ball pops loose. Shirk recovers. Gerry Campbell and Ed Joyner blast in on Lancaster, and he's pinned for an 11-yard loss.
Tom Clements, one of the quarterbacks on those Rider teams and a Hall of Famer himself, said that Soupy Campbell was one of the best teammates he ever had. And there was no doubting what Soupy did on the football field. More than a decade in the league, all-Canadian at linebacker for 7 of those seasons, 3 Grey Cups. But more than that, off the field, he was our big brother, our mentor, our social convener. And for teammates and opponents alike, I think probably one of the best liked men in the Canadian Football League, then and now.
Wilkinson rolls out and sprints for daylight. Slowed by Gerry Campbell. He is crushed by Dick Adams and Wayne Smith. Wilkinson rolls to his left and connects with Walls coming across. But Gerry Campbell jerks the ball loose and Wayne Tosh scoops it up for a 14-yard return.
CP might get me. We got to go 4 deep then, huh? You want to go CP to the mister with Mike Middle?
Mike Middle, okay, we'll be 4 deep then.
All right.
Soupy finished his career in 1976 playing 2 games with the Calgary Stampeders. Gerry Soupy Campbell is an honored member of the Spokane, Washington, Idaho, and Ottawa Hall of Fame.
Long time after my CFL career was over, I was covering the Gulf War as a journalist for CBS, and it was the night that the ground war began. My crew and I were huddled in a bombed-out building on the border with Kuwait in our fatigues and chemical suits and flak jackets and helmets, not really knowing what was going to happen. And we were all thinking about our wives and our kids and our mothers. And no lie, I remember saying to myself, geez, I wish Soupy Campbell could see me now. And now look at you, Soup, Hall of Famer. You deserve it. It's about time. Congratulations, bye now.
A worthy inductee to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame.
Welcome, Soupy Campbell, to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame.